Hi my ladies, I thought I would do like a more in-depth video about how I do my nails. I do gel X nails because there is no way in 2026 I'm paying 50-60 pounds to someone to do my nails when actually it's really easy to do it yourself. You literally can pick up majority of the stuff on Amazon. That's literally what I did. So I'll talk you through what I've got, what I recommend and what not. One thing I 100% recommend is a drill because that is a lifesaver. I actually think it cost me maybe about 25-30 quid off Amazon. I mean, the first bit that you get is obviously going to be expensive because you need the lamp, you need this, you need that, so that's going to be quite a bit. But if you just get a little bit here and there, it's not going to cost you a lot. Like the whole Gel X set with one of these lamps, I think I paid, it comes with nails, nail clippers and all sorts. I think I paid about 20 quid for that. Obviously you need then gel polishes, files and things like that, but you can pick them up cheap. I mean, nowadays you can probably pick them up in Home Bargains as well, off Shein, anywhere. Nails, obviously your preferences. I usually grab mine off Amazon, a couple of pound. I mean, the most I think I paid for them was £6 and they were obviously delivered next day. So yeah, let's get into it. First thing I do is always file my nails, obviously get any excess that I had on from my previous nails because sometimes I just rip them off when I lose one. So that's literally what I do. The thing I will say is always remember that your first set is not going to be great. Okay, like when I first did mine, I think I had them on for about 4 days because I didn't put them far back, they would lift, or just, you know, you just figure it out as you go along. Yeah, I would say I've probably been doing gel X's for about maybe a year now, and it is literally the best thing that I've ever done. I do my sister-in-law's, I've done my mum's, I have a few friends that I do, and literally going from someone who had acrylics on constantly, yeah, there's just no going back now. It's literally lifesaver, it's quick, it's easy, and you know, if you mess up, 10 minutes and you fix the nail, you know. And yeah, I don't know, just wanted to say that. Figure out obviously what works for you and what doesn't, what type of nail is best suited for you, and the designs, honestly, you just practice, because that's all. I mean, even now I'm like, let me try it, can I do that, can I not? There's loads of things you can buy, you know, if nail art's not great, they do stickers and all sorts these days, so it's really easy. But I literally say practice, 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 and you will get it. And majority of girls, you know, they just have one color, so how perfect. Get an hour of your life, you just paint in one color and you're done. But one thing I will, and I always say this, right, nail prep, whatever you do before you actually do the nail, is so important. That is how you know your nail is going to stay on and it's not going to crack, it's not going to get caught in your hair or anything like that. And one thing I love about gel X's is that if you rip a nail off, you don't even know it's falling off. It doesn't hurt, it doesn't damage your nail underneath. So that is why I will not be going back to acrylics ever, 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 ever again. Once I've filed on my nails, I just go in and get my cuticles. With cuticles, always make sure you're very careful, because you know you never want to go too far in, because then they start looking a bit, you know. Yeah, and also you will get extremely dusty, or at least I do, so please ignore the dust, okay? And who's the idiot who makes yourself bleed? Me. You can always push your cuticles back before this, cut them, file them. You'll just figure out obviously what's best and how it works for you. But this is just, I just prefer doing it this way. So I get the nail prep and wipe. Once I've done that, I always just put a little bit on a cotton ball and just wipe over my nails just to get that dust off. And look at me, I'm bleeding, gone a bit too far. Hopefully that doesn't sting later on. I've prepped, I always go in and then just make sure I'm getting the right sizes of my nails. to match. So I literally go in, set them up and pop them on the side. So then that's just ready, you know, for me to go. If you can't find the right form size, like where, I don't know if you can see that, but it's like not quite fully towards the end, don't put that on because it will literally end up catching. So get the neck size up, and if that's too big, just file the edges. It always works. The nail form literally has to sit perfectly on your nail so you don't get bubbles or anything like that. Right, after I've done that, I get a nail dehydrator and a primer, and I just pop that on my nails, literally just one layer across them all. Yeah, oh, I'm really bleeding. What have I done to myself? So hopefully that stops like soon. Yeah, so I just do that just so I have my nails prepped. Dehydrator always first, nail primer after. It's got more of like a sticky solution to it, so yeah, it's just what I recommend. Obviously this is just how I've done it, how it works for me. I'm not a nail tech, you know, not a professional, but this is just how I find it works best. And also do one hand at a time. I just find it easier to do both because I hate going back to things once I've done it. Like, I couldn't think of finishing one hand, painting it, doing all that, and then restarting to the other one. It's just long. I haven't got time for that. Also, apologies for background noise. My son is playing his game. Once you've prepped and prime, you will need to use, I'll show you, it's like I use Beetles, so it's like a gel polish that I use like a slip layer, and then you use that. It's sort of like a glue, but more like a gel, if that makes sense. You use that as your glue for your nail as well. This lamp I also got off Amazon. I think it was probably like £22, something like that. Everything I've got is literally off Amazon. So yeah, it's literally like a nail glue. It comes like this. It comes with a pack of 2, and I think it's like £8. You do get your first one included in like the nail set, which is wicked. It's not as big, but it does enough set. Then I just apply a thin layer across all my nails, and I will cure it for about 30 seconds. I wouldn't go any more than that, doesn't need it. 30 seconds. With this, I will cure one hand, stick my nails on, and then go back and do the other hand. It's burning. Sometimes it burns, really annoying. Yeah, that is the only time I do one hand after the other, so please bear with me. So yeah, literally 30 seconds, and then I will plug my little LED lamp in, one of these, and show you how I stick the nails on. As you can see, literally it just turns on. It's really wicked. So I get that ready. Then I grab my nail form, and then just put like a thin layer just on the outers, the edges like that. Ooh, this is where I end up dropping it. And then I put it on my nail, sort of start at the top and push it down all the way, and then just cure it. I cure for a couple of seconds. I do all my fingers, and then I go in the big lamp for about a minute just so it really settles it in. Yeah, and it works. So, and then you just cure for 60 seconds, and then these are them on. A bit long, but I will cut them down a little bit. I genuinely think the hardest decision is picking your colour, because if it was up to me, I'd always have like a blue or a red. I really do love a red, but it's the colour clashing with your clothes after that drives me insane. So no idea what colour I'm going to do now. So that's both hands done. Now let's trim them. So I love a long nail, but being a man, and I always end up catching my partner as well, so I always just go that in between length, not too long, not too short, just right. Just an FYI, you can buy forms that are already short. Like I get nail forms in like a square, and they're very short. I use these for my mum because she doesn't like long nails, so I literally stick them on files so they're not like rough on the edges, buff them, and then that's it, just paint it. So you can get short ones already, which is really good. Once I've filed them, I will literally just use one of these squares, go all around, mainly underneath and the edges, so it's not sharp, to buff them out. You can then use the prep and wipe to just go over them, get the dust off them, you know, make them clean. But I'm going to wash my hands and then take my kids some food. And that's literally me done, filed and prepped. All I got to do now is paint them. One thing I will recommend is getting like these, what are they called? You know, they go on the drill, little insert drills, tools, I don't know. Anyway, because my drill actually just came with these and the stand bands, but I definitely recommend getting more. I think these are about £8 or £9 on Amazon. Everything's off Amazon, but would definitely recommend these. And these sand bands, I actually got them off Shein. I think they were like £1 or £2. Yeah, they've got some good stuff on Shein, especially nail like accessories. You can even get gel polishes, but I don't think they're that good. Yeah, so that's it. I think I'm going to finish the video here and then just paint my nails. Might do a little insert of how I've done it at the end. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope it's helped someone to actually realise you can do it yourself and just practice and save yourself hell of money. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Bye. So this is the finished look. It's literally just what I did. I did a few designs and flowers on there. Clearly had too much time on my hands today. But yeah, thanks for watching. Oh, one more thing. Don't forget your cuticle oil at the end when you finish. Bye.